Waite Komates. My name is Reese. I am the current NJCL president for 2025 to 2026, and welcome back to our NJCL YouTube account, or welcome. Recently, we have been going over everything that the NJCL offers when it comes to events, convention, Cartamen, and today, Latin League. So let's get into the what, where, and when of Latin League. First things first, Quid Est. What is Latin League? Well, Latin League is one of our most brand new events that we have throughout the year. It is a group of multiple choice tests that you can take with your school, and it consists of 50 questions involving Latin language skills and 50 questions involving ancient cultures. Each test is about 45 minutes. When we're talking about language skills, we're saying reading comprehension, vocabulary, Latin derivatives, as well as mottos, phrases, abbreviations, and quotes in the modern use. And when we're talking about ancient cultures, we are talking about 40 questions that are drawn from normal JCL topics such as mythology, history, daily life, and stuff like that, and 10 that will be on a monthly special topic, which you can find on the Latin League website. This is also a great time to talk about how Latin League started, similar to how we did with our Cartamen video, which you can check out on our YouTube page as well. Well, Latin League started in 2024, the thought about Latin League, with a conversation in the grading room during our state JCO convention at Texas. This was between Clint Hagan and Nikhil Ranjan, who both had a separate idea about doing another team-based competition for the JCL. When they talked about it, the key pieces that they thought about were having special topics, different topics every single month, grouping of schools in geographical regions, and the asynchronous nature of testing. The first Latin League season happened in 2024 to 2025, and it uses a custom technology platform that is used specifically for Latin League because they wanted to make sure that it could be an inexpensive option. So the price is $5 per team, and there's free entry for teams from Title I schools. So if you're interested in applying and wanting to play Latin League, but maybe you're a little bit scared about the pricing, it is $5 and free entry for Title I schools. So how can you join Latin League and when does it happen? Let's get into the when first. So there are 5 rounds from October to February in which every single team competes in. You are given 2 weeks to take the test, so when specifically your school will take it differs on when you are free. Let's say maybe the first week you are in the musical, and that is your tech week, you have opening night performances, all sorts of stuff, crazy busy schedule. You can take it in the second week. Along with this, because we don't have a maximum on how many people can be on one team, we do have a maximum of 5 players per test, but we don't have a maximum on how many people can be on each team. So maybe you play in October, but you don't play in November and someone else plays as well. So we have those 5 rounds. Then we will have super regionals that happens the month after, and nationals the month after that. And that depends on how you scored on your first 5 rounds. When it gets into Quomodo, into the how, I'm going to scoot over here for a little bit. Discuss with your teachers about joining your school's team or about starting a team at your school. When it comes to that sort of stuff, please see our QR code, which also has the types of questions that you might want to specialize in, resources when it comes to studying, the specific weeks and deadlines for your testing, and how to join and register, all sorts of stuff like that. I highly recommend that you check out their website. So next up, why? These are the big questions. Why do we love Latin League and stuff like that? One of our videos is from Mr. Clint Hagan, and then the other one is from one of the schools that competed in our 25 to 26 season. Sorry, our 25 to 26 season. So we're going to listen to them now.
Hi, we're Hardin High School from Pennsylvania.
And we're all juniors on the varsity purple team.
We've played Cartamen since freshman year, and we were here in Latin League when it first started 2 years ago.
I think my favorite thing about Latin League has been all the adults who have helped to volunteer to make it happen. The generosity of the JCL community is just boundless, and I'm so grateful for all of the people who helped make it happen. For the kids, it's been wonderful for my own students, but I hope it's been great for kids all across the country, and I hope it's something that the JCL continues to do for a long time.
So those were those videos. As someone who played when Latin League first came out, I want to say it's super duper fun to be able to get to take a test with your friends. That sounds super weird, super nerdy, but it's true. You don't really get to do that often when it comes to tests and stuff like that, and it's really fun. You get to learn from other people. I loved taking the language section with my friend, and I got to learn, and we got to work together on questions, and that was really incredible. Along with that, again, you don't have to take it every single month. Being able to swap out and just kind of either have this as a really competitive thing if you want it to be, or a really chill thing to just learn some new stuff and test out your skills is absolutely incredible. Like the players over there said, there are varsity and there are JV levels. So for more stuff on that, please check out the Latin League website. And it's great for people who maybe love Kertamen, just trying to test out your teamwork skills and all that sort of stuff in a new facet. I highly recommend registering and trying it out for your school and seeing if that's something that you might like to do. So if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to email me, president@njcl.org, but absolutely email Latin League. They will be so helpful and so excited that you're interested in it, info@latinleague.org. And of course, talk to your sponsor, especially if you're thinking about starting a chapter, all sorts of stuff like that. They will be so excited and open to hearing your voice. So absolutely reach out to them. If you have any questions, that is a QR code that should take you to the Latin League website, and I highly recommend that you check it out. I will see you guys in the next video, and karate et walete. Hi guys, just a bit of a note, you can still email info@latinleague.org, but we would prefer if you email latinleague@njcl.org, since it is now officially a NJCL activity. So yeah, me on a different day or later in the day, just letting you guys know that. But yeah,